Welcome to my channel, JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John, and today we have a new album, or it's a remake of an old album by a classic British metal band, Diamond Head. I'm doing Lightning to the Nations 2020. It just came out. I actually didn't know about it, but I had a subscriber comment on one of my videos for my best metal albums of 1980, and he was like, yo dude, check out, we got a new Diamond Head tomorrow. So I looked into it and gave it a listen. It's pretty good. So Diamond Head is one of the new wave of British heavy metal bands. They're very influential. Metallica has been covering them for years. Metallica and Diamond Head have this kind of like a symbiotic relationship where they kind of like feed off of each other. Metallica kind of covers their songs, and Metallica kind of like gave them more like popularity because they weren't really that popular. And at the same time, Diamond Head kind of like took Metallica's popularity and got more well known. Metallica, I'm kind of like losing my track here. So anyway, let me get into the album. So the first 7 songs are remakes of the songs from the original album. 4 of these songs were covered by Metallica as like B-sides or on cover albums. Afterwards, we have a cover from Metallica. So this is Diamond Head doing Metallica. We have a Led Zeppelin cover, a Judas Priest cover, and a Deep Purple cover. So let's get into it. Track number 1, Lightning to the Nations. So this one has really good production. The guitars sound crisp. The vocals are really good. It's a heavy, traditional metal song. It has like an 80s British metal influence. So it's a really strong opening track. Track number 2 is The Prince. This was originally covered by Metallica. It was a B-side of Harvester of Sorrow. You know, when I was a teenager, I used to go to Tower Records and I would buy these singles, which is a cassette single, and the one had it came in like a little paper cardboard covering. They were pretty cool. It was Harvester of Sorrow and The Prince. So that was this song, and this is kind of like Diamond Head re-recording their own song in the style of Metallica. It's like a little heavier song. We see a lot of that on this album. It has a pretty cool riff, a cool solo. At number 3 is Sucking My Love, which is probably like the worst song title ever, but it's a really good song. It's a long song, like 7¼ minutes. It has a riff that it was almost like as if it was like written by Metallica. I'm pretty sure they were influenced by this riff. The track is fast. There's like an interlude in the middle where it kind of slows down and then builds up again, kind of in the same style as like Master of Puppets. So this is a really good track with a bad title, so I recommend it. Number 4 is Am I Evil? Now this is a classic track. Metallica made it popular. This is really great. It's a pre-thrash. It came out in 1980. The new version for Diamond Head, they're updating it, and they're kind of like making it sound more fresh, more metal, you know, a lot heavier. Because remember, back in 1980, they didn't have a lot of like money for recording equipment, and the original album sounds a little raw. So they kind of like want to like use, you know, the new technology available to kind of like breathe new life into these songs. The next song is Sweet and Innocent. So this song is a little more classic of like the new wave of British heavy metal style. A little bit of like an Iron Maiden feel. And this is a good track. It stays true to the original. So this one, check it out. Next is It's Electric. You might know this from the Metallica's Garage Days Revisited. So this is a little more thrashy than the original. Has, you know, heavy guitar sound. This is another strong track. Next is Helpless. This one was also recorded on that album I just mentioned, and also it was 1987's 598 EP. So this is another heavy, long, really heavy riffs. This one has really good bass on it. There's a really nice bass sound to this one. And after that come the cover songs. So we got Metallica doing No Remorse from the Kill 'Em All album. Rewind that. I'm confusing myself because it gets confusing. Diamond Head recording Metallica's No Remorse from the Kill 'Em All album. Because at this point it's like Metallica has been covering Diamond Head. Now, after all these years, Diamond Head's covering Metallica, but they're doing it in the style of Metallica covering Diamond Head, and something like, you got to listen to the track to know what I'm talking about. After that, Immigrant song from Led Zeppelin. This is the classic. I mean, this song was metal before metal even existed. It was released in 1970 off of Led Zeppelin 3. So it's a heavy song. You don't really need to like change much of it. You just add a little distortion, and all of a sudden we got like Viking metal. So this was Viking metal back in the day. So they have a good version of it. It's really solid. It's heavy. So definitely check that one out. Next is Sinner. This is a Judas Priest cover. This one is a little more faithful to the original. The original was released in 1977, so it has that like 70s metal feel, that like British metal. So this was kind of a perfect cover song for them. The vocals kind of like sound as good as Rob Halford. So this is a really good track. And the album closer is Rat Bat Blue. This is a Deep Purple track, originally from 1973. The album, Who Do You Think We Are? You know, this is kind of like a heavy, bluesy, groovy riff. It was kind of a little heavy for that time, but they make the new version sound very fresh, traditional metal. So this is a really good song. So that's the album closer. So I really like the album. You know, a lot of bands remake their old albums. Twisted Sister did it, but I think this is really a good rendition because it was such a classic album back in the day, but it never really got the recognition it deserved until Metallica started covering their songs and kind of like, you know, bringing them to light. So I recommend this. Let me know in the comment section below if you listen to any of these new covers. You can check them out on YouTube. There's a video for No Remorse. Let me know what you think of Diamond Head and any other recommendations you have for this channel. Let me know down there in the comment section. I have some new releases coming up. I'm going to be doing Hatebreed, Sodom, and Smashing Pumpkins. So again, like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll see you soon.